Hey, I'm Lawrence Kwan and I'm on the marketing team here at Klipfolio. In this video, I want to show you how Klipfolio can help you combine your client's digital ad data from both Google Ads and Facebook ads. Sometimes when you're running ads for a client across multiple different ad platforms, it can be pretty difficult to get a bird's eye view of exactly how you're performing. Usually this can involve having multiple tabs open from Facebook Ad Manager to Google Ads. But with Klipfolio, I want to show you one way where you can easily display all of this information in one place and have it update automatically. There are many different metrics that you can look at when you're trying to measure the performance of digital ad campaigns for your clients. But for this example, I'm going to show you one of the ways that you can visualize your overall cost per click. I'll also show you how you can visualize your cost per click by campaign across all the campaigns you're running on Google Ads and Facebook ads. So what I want to help you do is create the clip that you're seeing right in front of you. It's going to include an overall cost per click of all of the ads that you're running for your client and a breakdown of your by campaign cost per click for every campaign that you're running on Google and every campaign that you're running on Facebook ads. So let's start. You're going to want to add a new dashboard. We've gone ahead and done that here. Then click Add a Clip, then Build a Custom Clip, and this is going to bring you into the clip editor. Now the first thing that we want to do is add a layout to our clip. This is going to help us space everything out nicely. Once we've spaced everything out, let's add a bar chart, and this bar chart is going to be used to display our cost per click by each campaign within each different ad platform. So let's add the bar chart for Facebook, and we're going to add the bar chart for Google as well. Now what we need to do is actually add the data sources for Google and Facebook into this clip. Now what we're going to do is go down to the bottom left here and click Add a Data Source. You'll see all of the data sources that you've created so far, and we want to click the Google Ads data source that we made in the previous video. Since we're going to be using both a Google and Facebook data source within this clip, it's important to note that these data sources should correspond. This means that they're both looking at the same past 30-day time range, and they all have the same columns. So both of these data sources will include a column for the names of all the active campaigns in the past 30 days, the amount of clicks per campaign, and the amount of money that was spent on each campaign. So once you click that Google data source, you'll see that the data populates down in the table below. So double check and make sure that it's exactly what you're expecting. So you can see that we have the names of the campaigns, we have the clicks per campaign, and we have the cost specifically for Google. So we're looking good so far. Now what we want to do is actually go associate each column with a particular component within this bar chart. So first, let's start with the x-axis. What we want the x-axis to be is the names of the different campaigns. So let's go and select column A to associate that column with this component. So we will want to clean this up a little bit. So click into this three-dot context menu here, click Filter, and then make sure that you take out anything that you don't believe is actually a campaign name. So for us, it's total, campaign performance, and some of those other headers within the data source. So now your x-axis just displays the names of the different campaigns that you've been running. So now we're going to want to populate the series data. So this series data is going to be cost per click. And that means that it's a calculation. So what we need to do is actually look at the cost data and divide it by the number of clicks. But one thing that Google does is it returns any of your cost data in micro units. So just one of the things that you need to make sure that you do is whenever you're using your cost data, divide it by 1,000,000. So we're going to take that cost data, now that it's converted to dollars, divide it by clicks, and this is now going to give us our cost per click by campaign for all of the campaigns that we ran on Google. Now, we want to make sure that this is displaying in currency, so we're going to go Properties and change it to Currency. We're going to make sure that we name that series. Let's name it Google Ads CPC. So now we want to do this with Facebook. So for the Facebook data, we want to show all of the campaigns that we're running. Again, We'll associate this Facebook data source to the clip. We'll go within the table down below and find the campaign name. Let's click it. And we'll see that it populates the campaign names into the x-axis. So for the series, again, we want to do this calculation of spend divided by clicks. Luckily, Facebook provides all this information already in dollars, so no need to divide by a million. And there we go. We have our cost per click data. Let's make sure that we put it into a currency to actually show dollars. We'll change the decimal point. We'll go to the y-axis, make sure that we're giving the correct amount of decimal points. And there you go. Now you have your cost per click by Google and Facebook. So let's make sure that we label this series correctly. So we'll call it something like Facebook ads CPC. Awesome. So now we've done the first chunk of this clip. So the next thing that we want to do is add another component to this clip, a value pair that's going to be used to show our overall cost per click across all of the different ad platforms that we're using. So we're going to go over to the component tray on the right. We're going to find the value pair, and we're going to drag it over into our clip. So let's make sure that we go over, we'll center align it just to make sure that things look nice. We're going to make our label here say something like overall CPC. And then what we need to do is actually populate this with our overall CPC. So again, we need to do a calculation. This is going to be our total spend from Facebook and Google divided by our total amount of clicks on Facebook plus our total amount of clicks on Google. So what we need to do is first, let's sum all of the Facebook ad spend. And what we're going to do is add the total Google ad spend to that. So again, remember that you're going to need to divide your Google spend by 1,000,000. So now you have all of the money that you've spent in the past 30 days on your clients' Facebook and Google ads. So now let's divide that whole amount by the total amount of clicks. So again, sum all of your clicks from Google, and then sum all of your clicks from your Facebook ads. Fantastic. Now you have your overall cost per click. Now again, let's go clean this up. We're going to go click to properties. We're going to change this format to currency. We're going to give it 2 decimal points. And there you go. Our overall cost per click across all of the ads that we're running is 93 cents. We'll click save. Now we have the opportunity to name our clip. So let's name it something descriptive like CPC last month. Oops. We'll give it a description just so we know what data is feeding into it. It'll be Facebook ads and Google ads. We'll click finished. And there you have it. That clip has been added to your client's dashboard. So now that we've finished up, I just want to wrap up and talk about some of the things that we went through today. When you're looking at your client's ad performance, it can be difficult to get a bird's eye view when you're running ads on multiple different ad platforms. So what we did is we pulled data from Facebook and we pulled data from Google together into Klipfolio to create a clip that shows you a bird's eye view of exactly how much your client is paying per click. And if they want to drill down and see how each specific ad platform is performing, they're able to do that. They can even go down to the campaign level to see that maybe they're spending, X amount on remarketing, X amount on branded search, so that they can get a more holistic view of exactly what's happening and how things are performing. Another thing that I want to highlight is how we built this clip once, but it's able to be used for any other client that you want to display cost per click information for. Now that you have this clip built, all you need to do is import it into another client's account and change their company properties so it can display their specific cost per click information. Now it doesn't need to stop here. If you go back to the other dashboard, you'll see that we've added different colors to really illustrate the insights that are possible within this clip. So if you ever want to go in and continue to tweak and customize or add more insights, all of that is possible within Klipfolio.